What is up, you guys? Me again. I am posting another video. If you're watching it, then it's obviously another video. Sorry. Phone's in my lap, being held up by my covers, my blanket. So, alright. Let's put on some beautiful music. Good. Alright, so let me get some water. Cold, but you know, the weird thing is water has no taste, yet it's magnificently, absolutely delicious. Alrighty, so during this video, making this video, I'm also going to be turning my father's class ring that he gave to me into a necklace with stretchy string. Alright, so you know, I caused a fire at my townhouse in May 10th of 2021. It was an accident, of course, but I was under so much stress and pressure that I was so angry because of all COVID stuff, and I was literally about to snap every single day, and I finally did. This is probably too long. So my phone was messing up on me, and I decided to take my phone on the back patio. I spray painted it and set it on fire. And it was very hot outside. It was like 90 or something. It was dry, really dry too. Dead leaves on the patio, picnic chairs, trash and recycling bin. It all caught on fire. All of it caught flames. And it was windy too, so the wind blew the flames from the phone into all the other crap that was on there. Melted it, puddle of plastic. The sides of my, the walls on the side of the patio was melting down. So yeah, it was horrific. I was scared to death, actually. My heart was pounding. I was like, this is it. I'm going to prison for now. I'm going to prison now. I've done it now. I'm definitely going to go to prison. I didn't go to prison. Thank God he had mercy on me. But I did get taken to the hospital, where I spent 36 days straight. And as a result for also doing that, I was evicted from my townhouse. Alright, so during this time, and for a week or two before causing that fire, setting my phone on fire, I was drinking NyQuil. You know, bottles of NyQuil, the 355 ml one. It's got Tylenol or acetaminophen in it. It's got 10% alcohol in it in each serving. I mean, I drank the whole thing. I drank the whole bottle. I can't explain the feeling that it gave to me. It was pure bliss. I can't explain it. It's like I was... It's like I was in a dream. It's like I was in a dream, and... Yeah, any music like this music that I have playing like this... Just the humming. The NyQuil, when I had that much medicine from the bottle in my system, it made everything more beautiful sounding. It was like everything sounded like 100 times more beautiful. And like, I don't know, I just had this sudden urge to go to like raves too or something like that. I didn't, obviously, but I looked them up on YouTube, and I turned the lights out, and I was watching them on the screen, and it felt like I was literally going through the screen and into this rave. So I watched the Titanic. It felt like I was really on that ship. It felt like I was really on the Titanic. I was playing GTA 5. I hijacked, or I stole a airplane, a fighter jet plane from Zancudo. And when I was flying it in the air, it felt like I was really flying through the sky in an airplane just by sitting on the couch with my controller in my hand and looking at the screen. So I don't understand what it was doing to my mind, but I don't know. But also, my house was so neat and so beautiful. My townhouse. But when I was high or drunk or stoned, I don't know, on this stuff, it transformed my house. My townhouse transformed into this very beautiful, dreamlike place. I mean, it was exactly what I saw it as if I was sober, but with the stuff screwing around with my brain, it made it even more beautiful. And I didn't ever want to lose that feeling. I never wanted to lose that feeling. I can't explain it. It gave me a ecstasy kind of bliss feeling that I've never felt before. It was like 10 times more better feeling than being drunk on alcohol. I was drunk on this, but it had several different medicines in it. DXM, Tylenol, alcohol in it, and all this other stuff. But the active ingredients was, I believe people have told me that when I told them this experience, what it made me feel like, they said it was the DXM in it. The Dexter, I can't remember, but it has the word meth in it. So, obviously it's not real meth, but they say it was kind of like a synthetic kind of high that meth can give you. This is what meth feels like. I gotta stay away from. Long story short, I haven't had one drop of NyQuil. I haven't been drunk on it since March of last year. I haven't had it even to sleep. That's what I originally used it for, was to sleep, because my body was just not able to get to sleep. I had half insomnia. I couldn't get to sleep until my body was dead tired. And I took this the first time back in November of 2020. I was like, ugh. Like, literally, it worked so well. And then one day I was so messed up with such anger and stress, and I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna drink the whole thing. It tastes awful, but when I downed that whole bottle, it was like, oh. It was like I was crying with happy tears. I had this overwhelming feeling of grace, this peace over me. It was not from God. It was the medicines. But I had this it felt like God's peace, but it wasn't. And, yeah, I mean, all right, so if I was still there right now, if I never had gotten escorted from by the police to the hospital, I lost my townhouse, got evicted from my townhouse, I guarantee you there would be a humongous possibility that I would have still drinking those NyQuils. You know, one time I drank 3.5 of them, and it's like I was the only person left on Earth. I felt like I was very convinced that I was the last man on Earth, like the Rapture happened, but not even the wicked were left behind. That I was the only person left on the planet. The only person left on the planet. And back then I uploaded a video of my testimony of me being robbed at gunpoint. I uploaded that 15-minute video back then just to see if it got any views. Just a desperate attempt to see if it had any views. I was thinking about calling the 911 services, because, you know, like, it says on the back, it says, warning, if you ingest more than 4,000 mg of acetaminophen within 24 hours, severe liver damage could occur, and I drank over 16,000 mg of it in only a few hours. Well, several hours. I don't remember. But, you know, it's only through God's grace that I'm still here, that I'm alive still. My liver is not bad at all. So, God healed my liver, at least to the point where it won't affect me. I haven't had one drop of alcohol since September of last year, not even a drop of NyQuil. Haven't self-harmed since March of last year. Haven't been drunk on alcohol since January of last year. Haven't been drunk on NyQuil since March of last year. Haven't had any clonazepam, in the Xanax family, since November 2021. God is leading my life down the path that He originally wants it to go down. Because God doesn't want His children, or anybody, even people who are not His children, suffering through addictions and everything. You know, God doesn't want any of that for us. He wants to deliver you from all that stuff. And he has. I used to get drunk all the time on 3.5 750 ml bottle of Pinot Grigio white wine. Like for days in a row. I sometimes I drank so much in one night that I lost consciousness. I woke up on the floor completely naked and without the memory from the night before of how I woke up. I went to sleep. I had my Xbox controller in my hand, so obviously I was fine. It's probably just playing video games, and then decided, you know. But one time I drank a 750 ml bottle of vodka. Another time I drank a 750 ml bottle of tequila. It's like about 5 or 6 bottles of 750 ml wines worth in a row. You guys, such insanity. I should be dead. God only knows why I'm still alive, and that's true. He's keeping me alive for a higher purpose. He hasn't revealed to me yet why He's keeping me alive, but it's definitely because of Him that I am still alive. I don't think I would have gone to hell if I had died any of those times. Drank myself to death, OD'd on NyQuil, all this other stuff, but He would not have been happy with me when I arrived to heaven. You know, I tell you that right now, He would not have been happy with me. Maybe He just doesn't want me to see Him angry, so He kept me alive for that. So I wouldn't have died and actually went to heaven and seen Him angry. I don't know. I mean, God's anger shakes the entire universe, you know? His anger is so severe and terrifying. I mean, his anger and his wrath is poured out in hell, in the center of the earth right now, where people are there burning and will be there until they're cast into the lake of fire. And his wrath and his anger is there. And it's horrific. I mean, you can't even imagine. So maybe heaven would have been hell for me if I had died any of those times, because of how angry God would have been with me. I don't know. I am not sure, actually. But I guarantee you 99.99%, if I was at my townhouse and never got evicted from it, I believe God let me get evicted from it. Because if I wasn't, I guarantee you within a few months after that fire happened, if I was still living there, I wouldn't have changed my, that feeling that I got from NyQuil was so severe. It was just, I was basically chasing after that feeling in my dreams. It felt to me like it was like I was trapped inside of a dream while awake, and everything was just so beautiful. But it had its horrificness too. It had its horror side effects. My mind at times convinced me, like, hey, you're dreaming, you can't wake up. You know what you need to do. You need to cut into your artery, and then you need to bleed out, because if you die in your dreams, you wake up. So I tried to, but I didn't hit an artery, thank God, but I was awake while doing it. My brain was making me think that I was in a dream, my brain was saying, hey, you need to wake up. The only way to wake up is to die. And your parents and your family and your friends are all there in real life, but you're stuck in your own mind. And in order to get yourself untrapped from your own mind, to escape your own mind, you need to kill yourself. Because, I thought I was stuck in a dream. I didn't know I was awake. So, it goes through that type of side effects, but also the really beautiful things, too. Like, if you listen to such beautiful music, it's 10, 30, 100 times more beautiful and potent. Watching movies like the Titanic, it made me feel like I was actually on the boat, on the ship, or gave me severe deja vu, like, hey, I was on that ship in a past life. Hey, was that me in the crowd when I was alive in a past life? Past lives don't exist, but this is what I'm trying to tell you what it felt like some of the times on NyQuil. So, it just, I just can't explain it. Nor do I really want to, basically, because if I could give you guys the ideal, or close to what it felt like to be high on NyQuil, the blissness and stuff, there could be people watching this that are drug addicts and would want to try it out and end up dying. And I can't have that. So I will go no more into detail of how it felt. If you've taken NyQuil before, and if you, the whole thing, and if you know exactly what I'm talking about, good for you. But don't relapse back into it, because, it's... Nah. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy.